The government has announced a major multi-million-dollar fund aimed at uncovering crucial leads in the brutal Cherry Tree Lane massacre. The fund, managed by the National Security Ministry, will offer substantial rewards for information leading to arrests, the recovery of firearms, and securing evidence against those responsible and bringing them to justice. Here again is Ramon Gordon.
As the police continue their response to the brutal Sunday night carnage, the government has launched a $25 million fund aimed at uncovering crucial leads in the Cherry Tree Lane massacre that left 8 people dead in Four Paths, Clarendon. Prime Minister Andrew Holness announced the initiative during a press conference at the office of the Prime Minister on Wednesday, describing the Sunday shooting as an act of terror that demands an urgent and decisive response.
The gangs that we are dealing with are highly resourced. They are not poor. They are not struggling for money. They operate as an enterprise. They have structure, they have leadership, and they have systems and rules. The entrenchment of this kind of organized armed violence is a threat not just to the communities in which they exist. It is a threat to the very stability of the state.
The fund, overseen by the National Security Ministry, will focus specifically on the recent violent incident. Here's the breakdown. $6 million is available for tips, leading to the arrest and charging of individuals directly involved in the killings, while $5 million is designated for information on those who facilitated the crime. $4 million is allocated for tips, leading to the recovery of firearms used in the massacre, and $5 million is reserved for evidence that can secure charges against the gangs. There's another $5 million for information on individuals harboring the criminals, with up to $800,000 per tipster.
The facilitators, those who provided the weapons or gave access to the weapons and ammunition, access to the motor vehicle, organized, made the telephone calls, made the connections. We are particularly interested in those persons.
Head of the island's crime portfolio, Fitz Bailey, had suggested that the event was linked to an international feud involving men in police lockup. They somehow bypassed security measures and made contact with violence producers on the ground. This has reignited an inquiry into a possible maximum security facility.
We actually have draft plans. The issue, of course, is the budgetary constraints. Building a new prison would certainly draw quite a bit of political attention as to whether or not that is wise use of funds when we need new hospitals, new schools, roads, and all the other issues. But I'm thinking now, obviously, and in the consciousness of the public, that clearly there needs to be more modern prison facilities where we can effectively cut off the communication and the contact of prisoners.
Despite that current limitation, the Prime Minister maintains that the authorities are relentless in their pursuit of those responsible for Sunday's carnage.
So this is a gang-related event which is over and above what the average would have been. And so we're going to treat it in that way and focus on gangs.
Ramon Gordon for CVM News.